Well, we finally made it to this video, you guys. I've tried for about 3 days. I did try to film a few times and I got interrupted way too many times that I kept losing my train of thought. So I was just getting frustrated. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna have to not be able to do this on the weekend and then upload it this week. So, hi. My eye is twitching. You guys, my eyes have been twitching from the amount of crap that's been going on. But I'm here. I'm alive. I'm good. We good. Let's see if this works today. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do my face. I'm gonna try to remember to link everything down in the description box because I will forget. I'm gonna start with my face, which I don't do often, but I am because I'm trying to use more of my lip products. I've been neglecting my lip products more, and I've been feeling like in the mood more to have bold lips. So that's why I'm gonna start with my face, so then I could do my lip and then my eyes last, so that way I don't do dramatic eyes and then I'm like, oh, another nude lip today. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. So I have a few things that I've been wanting to speak to you guys about. I know there's a few things where I've been getting a ton of DMs and messages asking, so I'm here to talk to you guys about. So the first thing I want to mention before I even get started is I got a new phone. Yeah, this is the blue one. I got the 13, and not because I'm into tech and I need the latest and greatest. It's because Mr. Ann and I, we fell into the trap 2 years ago of a Black Friday sale, and we ended up getting the iPhone, the Pro Max, the huge one. And after a month of having that phone, we regretted it big time. It was so heavy, so bulky, it didn't fit in any of my pockets, didn't fit in any of my purse pockets. It was super heavy. I was always dropping it. I had cracked the back of it because it was just so heavy. I kept dropping it. It was way too big to fit anywhere. We were so annoyed with it, but we had to wait until we paid it off. So we finally went to go check it out, and they had a promotion, a really good promotion going on where basically we are paying the same amount that we did with the old phone, just with the 13. This is the 13. I didn't get the Pro because it was so backed up as far as like orders, and I didn't care to have the latest. As you guys know, I'm not a techie person, but I did want something, so I got the 13. The good thing is my old phone was 64 gig, I believe, and the promo was giving us the 128, but they ran out of the 128 in stock, and they only had the 260 something, 230 something, I don't know what it was. So we ended up getting phones with over 200 and some gigabytes in it, which I've never had in my life. So for me, I'm like, oh my goodness, that's a lot of storage. So now I don't have to really worry about exporting my pictures as often as I used to, but I still have to export them anyway. But I'm excited because the phone, my old phone was actually messing up my wrist. It was so heavy that it was hard for me to hold it with one hand as I was doing stuff on it, and my wrist was actually getting affected by it. I noticed that I was getting a lot of pain in the shoulder, which now makes sense. That phone was super heavy, and the guy had told us that the new 13 one is even heavier. I don't know how people can use that unless you're not using it for a phone. You're using it more for like Zoom meetings and stuff and not holding it in your hand. It's too much for me. So now we no longer are walking around with modems or remote controls in our pockets. We have a normal size phone again, so I'm so excited about that. So that was the first news. That was completely unexpected for us to get it, but we're very, very happy we did. I'm actually super excited. And I got to relearn the phone. There's not much changes, but like they switch things around. So, and the camera on it, it's really, really nice. So that's the first thing I wanted to tell you guys. I have my list down here. Oh, here's the other thing. I never, unless you follow me on Instagram, you didn't know. But it's been a rough beginning of the school year between everything going on, policies and whatever it is. And it doesn't matter in our state, whether you're private, charter, or public school, you have to follow the rules, which is a shame because common sense walked out the door, but I'm not going to get into it. The night before school started at 3 o'clock in the morning, after a year of not having anybody visit us, we had yet again another raccoon come and climb our house and got up on the roof. Luckily, we're more paranoid now than we are when we first moved into this house. and our cameras went off because Mr. Man added more cameras around our house. So one of the cameras picked up a movement at 3 o'clock in the morning, and we found it odd because the camera never really goes off in this specific camera never goes off at that time. So he waited for like 10 minutes and he's like, you know what, let me check it. And sure enough, I'm glad he checked it because there's the raccoon. He tried to get up through the front door and he couldn't. So then he went through the back, and the darn thing went all the way up to the roof and was so terrified. It sat up there for about 2.5 hours, you guys. 2.5 hours on our roof. So it did not come down till about 5:30 in the morning, and we had to be up by 6 a.m. for the kids to start getting on the buses and stuff for the first day of school. So now that I look back, I'm like, that's how our school year was going to be, right? Raccoon set up our game plan for the year, basically. So we haven't had any since, thank God. We think that this is like the grandkids of the original raccoons that used to live here. If you don't know, if you haven't followed me for a long time, yes, we bought this house when it was like decrepit, abandoned for years. Raccoons were literally living in this room up on the roof. We had to come up on the attic part of this room. So we had to gut out we got out the whole house, but we got out this room specifically, including the insulation inside the attic. I mean, it cost us an arm and a leg because there was like feces everywhere. They were living up on this part because our attic splits. We have the major part, and then this room has its own separate part. So we kind of have like two attics, I guess. And they lived in this area. So some of the grandkids are coming back. Well, at least the one did. I think they got the hint though. And surprisingly, Leo didn't hear anything. Which shocked me. But I would rather him not bark at 3 o'clock in the morning, wake everyone up. So that's how our beginning of our school year started this year. I thought we were done with that. I guess not. So the main thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, first of all, I'm going to use this palette today because I know that it got restocked and a lot of you guys got it. I'm so happy about that because this is a really good palette, and I'm so glad that a lot of you were able to take advantage of it. So we're going to use that one today. We'll try to do a minimum look out of it. But the main reason why a lot of you guys are here, I have gotten a tremendous amount of DMs, posts on my Instagram, posts on YouTube videos, emails. I mean, I've gotten a ton. And I am somebody who, whenever I say something, I'm going to do it. And believe me, I've been doing my homework and we finally got somewhere. So I am here to talk to you guys about it. This is why I haven't really spoken about it before. I just wanted to make sure that our ducks were lined up before I said anything. So I just want to let you guys know that I am just as upset as you guys are, and I was just as affected as you guys are. Whenever I recommend something to you guys, I don't recommend it just because I am just wanting to. I actually use the product. So as you guys know, I did videos on organizational apps for your makeup collection, and my favorite one was SNUPPS. It was free. I basically got to rearrange things however I wanted. I'd done multiple videos on them, and I also got emails from them. You can email them through like a support email, but I actually had email addresses from people that actually work there that I had in communication with. And they basically did us dirty. I got confirmation from them about, 9 months ago that they were not going to go anywhere. They were going to stay, blah, 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 blah. And I related to you guys. I have the email proof. So it's not like I just made up this stuff. And why would I make it up? What am I getting out of it? Nothing. They weren't paying me. I wasn't paying them, whatever. So, and I am somebody that was on SNUPPS literally almost every day, a few times a day, because that's how on top of my makeup collection I was. I'm always thinking I would use the app for many different reasons, so I was always on it every day. So I knew before a lot of you guys didn't know, and I had started my research as soon as I saw something going wrong. So SNUPPS decides that they are no longer going to be doing the app, and I get on it one day and it's not loading, and I'm like, I let 24 hours go, nothing. Then I get one DM saying my app's not working, is yours working? And I'm like, okay, so it's not just me. So I start doing my research. I email them. I have yet to even get an email reply back to this day. I did not get a non-deliverable app, like message failed. So they did get my email. They're just refusing to answer it. So I'm a little annoyed at this point because they're not answering, and I literally have lost months worth of work that I put into putting my makeup collection into this app. And not only that, but I recommended it to you guys. So I know a lot of you guys were in the same boat. So I reach out, and a few people had told me that the app was still working in Europe, but it seems like it wasn't working in the US. So I go on the App Store and I try to search for SNUPPS, and it's telling me that this app is not available in my country. So I start to panic. I'm like, crap. That means that all of my stuff is all gone. The only saving grace that I had was the fact that this app allowed me to export everything to an Excel format. So I at least had my whole entire makeup collection in an Excel spreadsheet. So at least I did something smart about it, like something good came out of it. So in the meantime, I'm like, all right, guys, I put a post on my Instagram telling you guys that I'm going to be looking at other possibilities because I haven't heard anything back. Hold on one second. I haven't heard anything back from the company, which I was just as upset of with you guys as you guys were. I just didn't recommend that app and never used it, you guys. I promise you, I've used it every day. I was always on top of it. So here I go researching, asking. You guys sent me messages, and I'm doing my own research, trying to find an app. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I was to the point where I was just like, you know what? I at least have my stuff in an Excel format. Do I really want to go through this and taking pictures of everything all over again? Because I remember me going through this already once. So I start to go on the App Store and I start to search for a new app, and a few came up, and I started to download as many as I possibly could to see if I can get some sort of similar effects, similar ways of organizing it, because everyone does it differently. So I already had my makeup collection categorized a certain way, and it was just going to take so much more to reorganize it all than just to put it into a new app. So I'm downloading, trying to figure out something that isn't going to cost a lot of money, one, or it could possibly be free, just like SNUPPS were, and be able to do most of what I already was used to doing. Well, that seemed to be a little bit harder than I thought. So, I mean, it took me about 2 to 3 days nonstop. Any chance I got, I'm downloading, I'm adding my person, like, you know, signing up for things, trying to figure it out. And then as I'm literally about to give up, you guys, I come across an app, and in the app, I decided I got sick and tired of downloading apps, and then the app's charging an arm and a leg. You guys are probably wondering why I have not recommended PeakNest again. PeakNest, I work with, they gave me a month for free, but I'm upset with them because as soon as I did that video, they doubled their prices, and it really rubbed me the wrong way. Originally, when I first did that video and talking about PeakNest, because they were just exactly like SNUPPS, some of you had messaged me saying you used that app and that you liked it, but it was only $1.99 at the time when you started to use it a month. Well, when I did the video with them, it was $3.99, I believe. When I went back figuring, well, maybe I'll just use PeakNest, they bumped up their price to $6.50 a month. That is stupid ridiculous. That's like paying for Spotify. That's for paying for Apple Music a month. Like, I'm sorry. That is, I have to draw the line somewhere. And I was like, nope, done. So they are not an option for me. If you're okay with it, I still think that they're a good app. It's just me personally, I'm not paying that much money for this. There is no way that, and it pissed me off that they bumped up their price that much in less than a year. Like, are you kidding me? So anyway, I was looking around and I found this one specific app. And I'm going to do a whole separate video on it because I want to do screenshots. I want to get everything lined up because I'm so excited about it. And I want to make sure that I have everything set. Because I'm feeling just as guilty and as bad because I recommended this to you guys. And it broke my heart to know that not only did I lose all my stuff, but also you guys. And you guys may be having to start all over again as well. So I want to make sure everything is set before I open my mouth and do a whole dedicated video to it. So this app is called, let me make sure, I think it's called Glow. Of course, my kid just took my phone. I'll put the app up on the screen. I believe it's called GlowInMe. I always get it mixed up, the name, but I downloaded the app for one reason. I read the reviews. I read what the app was about, and I wanted to make sure it wasn't costing an arm and a leg, because I got sick and tired of downloading apps that were charging an arm and a leg to use. So I was looking at their description and reading to see how much it would cost, what was the rate, blah, 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 blah. And I got to the reviews, because the reviews is what really was catching my attention. And in the review, one specific review stated that they love the app and their customer service was exceptional. And when I read that, I'm like, all right, if somebody's saying that their customer service is exceptional, and maybe I can reach out. So I downloaded the app. I started playing around with it a little bit. I loved the fact that I could see the pictures. It was similar to SNUPPS as far as I could see the pictures. I was able to enter my own name of the product. I was able to add a picture. They have a database with preset pictures if I wanted to use them. My only concern with it was the fact that the categories were already preset. So basically they only had like foundation, concealer, corrector, eyeshadow, but they didn't break it down even more. And my category that has the most is eyeshadow, where I have loose pigments, glitter eyeshadows, Z palettes. I had duos, I have trios, I have quads that are not really eyeshadow palettes. So I'm like, oh man. I said, do I really want to rearrange everything and put everything just down as eyeshadow, or do I reach out and ask if this is possible? So of course I wanted to do as much as I could for you guys as well, just as well for myself, because if I'm going to commit to redoing this, I want to make sure that it's going to be done the right way, as best as I possibly can to what my spreadsheet is already. So I reached out, I emailed. I'm like, let's see if I get an email back. I reached out, and sure enough, I got an email back, and I spoke with the creators of the app, you guys. So amazing, amazing, amazing. So I explained to her what I wanted. She asked me if I even had the stuff in a spreadsheet. Thankfully, I did. I told her not to print it out because it was over 80 pages of stuff. I know, I have a ton, you guys. Believe me, I have a ton of stuff. So it was already breaking my heart having to redo this. So I emailed her. I explained to her if it would be possible to kind of like break down the categories even more, to give it a little bit more detail. Instead of just having foundations, maybe add like BB creams or tinted moisturizers, that kind of stuff. Because I like eyeliners. It's just not eyeliners. There's gel eyeliners. There's liquid eyeliners. You know what I mean? Like, so I was thinking about us as a community. I was thinking of the project panning community as well. And I was thinking about just the community in general, how I use the app and how possibly you guys could use the app and if it would be possible. So when I spoke to her, she had actually asked, if I was available for a Zoom meeting so then we can throw ideas back and forth. You guys, I did a Zoom meeting with them. I mean, Shirley is down to earth, the sweetest, 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 sweetest person ever. Oh my goodness gracious, you guys. I feel so comfortable. I feel so great talking to you guys about this. I sat down, we spoke for over an hour on a Zoom call, and she got my ideas. We like bounced things back and forth. So here's the deal. She has my spreadsheet, and she is inputting all of these subcategories to be able to break things down. I even sent over some subcategories for her that possibly you guys are using that I personally am not, like liquid eyeliners. I don't have any in my collection, but I know you guys may have them. I mean, we have it she's breaking it down to, instead of just having bronzers, she's gonna have liquid and cream bronzers, liquid and cream blushes, because those were things that were not available at the moment. She promised me that this app will stay free, which is amazing. Because I told her, I said, look, I understand that with all this work, this may cost something. I don't mind paying a little bit if I have to for the service. She's like, nope, this is a labor of love. We want to do this for you guys. She said that it will always stay for free. And I love that. I love that. Now, these changes that they're doing is going to take about 2 weeks to implement into their system. So that's why I'm waiting for her to tell me it's done, so then I can go ahead and start using the app more to be able to show you guys screenshots of the app and be able to show you the changes that we have. I also mentioned to her about dollars, how I know us as a panning community love to have dollar amounts for like our empties. So that's something that in the future they're going to try to add to it. So that way, whenever you have a product, you can have your price and it'll totally in the category for you. So that way you don't have to sit there and do it at the end of the year. It could just be done as you go along. I mean, like, we've had so many different ideas thrown. I am so excited, you guys. So excited. I told you guys, once everything is done, I just got to give her the 2 weeks to be able to, because this is going to take time, obviously. I have over 2,500 items on this spreadsheet. So she is trying her best to do everything. It's only 2 people, her and her, what do you call it? Not the engineer. Her partner that does the, all the techie stuff, basically, all the computer stuff. She's the brains and he's the techie stuff, I guess. But they're working on it, you guys. They're working on it. I am so excited. And the best part is, you guys, is if you guys have a question or if you guys want to change to it that you might think be good for all of us or that might help you out, she has made it very clear, reach out to them and she will be able to work with you, see if they can do it. They want to be able to make this app as user-friendly and as easy as possible for somebody who has a few items to somebody who has a large makeup collection. They're just not catering to me who has a large collection. They're catering to everyone. And obviously everyone has different uses for the app, and I'm just one person that uses it one way, but some of you guys may use it a little bit differently. So if you guys have any concerns or questions, like, they are there and they answer super quick. They won't make you wait forever for an answer. I mean, they're so friendly. I am so happy and I feel so comfortable being able to talk to you guys about it here without even, I only used it for a little bit. So I haven't had a lot of time with it, but I feel so good talking to you guys about it because I was able to be kind of like face to face with them on a Zoom call and see how they are. They're the sweetest people. I'm telling you, you guys, amazing. I have so much hope and I'm so excited for this. So just bear with us while they're doing the work. I'm just sitting here, but they're doing the work to be able to get it to where at least it's almost as close to SNUPPS as far as the features that it had that would help us out. And then obviously, any changes, if something works better one way or another way, it's always a trial and error. She said that I am the first person that has ever reached out with these kind of questions and wondering if we could do these changes. So she is so happy that, you know, she's getting an input from somebody who wants to use this with a larger amount of makeup than most people. They already have preset categories on there. You guys, they already have certain features on there that's really awesome. They have a skincare one. They have a lookbook on there, a wish list, and you can link it to the actual website. So then you can, like, kind of like how you tag on Instagram, you tag the company. That's how you do. You could take a picture. They even have a feature where you can do swatches of your makeup. And then under swatches, you can actually rearrange your swatches to see color stories. So if you want to build your color story, like with your singles, you can rearrange your swatches to see which ones would work with each other and then pull them out of your collection. I mean, they already have awesome things on this app. So I can only imagine when they have all this said and done, how much better it would be. Much better, is that even a word? I don't even know. I'm so excited, you guys. I was dying to tell you guys about this because I am just as excited for you. If I had my phone, because my kid just took my phone, if I had my phone, I would show you guys what I already have on there. The only things I've used the app for right now is just for my project pans to play with it. I started playing with it just with my project pans, and that's how I got the idea to email them to see if maybe they can work and if it's possible to do what I had asked to do, and it is. And I'm so excited, you guys. I just I feel like I found a solution to our problem, and it's taken me a bit, but I'm thankful that you guys have been patient with me. Thank you so much, because I know that it's just not me losing all this effort and time. The best part is that they have preset pictures, so if you don't want to go through your collection and pull things out, they already have the preset pictures in a database, so you can just click them and then put your information down. They have it where you can put expiration dates on your stuff when you open things up, fluid ounces, dollar amounts of how much you paid for the product. So it can only get better from here as far as things that they can add to it. So it's free to download. I know it's available for iPhones. I will put on the screen if it is available for Android. I will reach out to them and ask, because I forgot to ask that, to be honest with you. It is for free. It will stay for free. There is no limit to the amount of stuff you can put in there, because I told her I already have a lot of stuff. She said that she has other people that have over 5,000 stuff on there. It's not makeup, it's other things. So they're okay with it. And you know what the best part is? I always joke about this, but I feel like it's always true. They're Canadians. I tell you guys how much I love Canadians, and how two of my very good friends here on YouTube are from Canada. And I feel like Canadians are just so sweet and so kind, and they're from Canada. So they're just awesome. Awesome, you guys. I feel like she's already a friend. I DM her on Instagram. She DMs me with questions or anything. She follows me. I follow her personal account. Like, Shirley is the sweetest person ever, you guys. Sweetest. So don't ever hesitate. If I can't answer a question for you, or if there's something that the app is not working with, you guys can reach out to them. And I feel so good about that, because I always felt guilty that if I didn't get a chance to get to your DMs right away to then ask SNUPPS or figure it out for you guys, I always felt like I was letting you guys down. And now she made it very clear that just reach out to them and they will take care of it. They will do whatever they can to be able to get to your needs and things. So that just made me so happy. Let me put on my lipstick before I do my eyes, because then I'll ruin my eyeballs. All right, I don't know where it was because my camera died. But anyway, you could do a lot with the app, you guys. I just been using the tip of the iceberg with this app, and now that we're getting near the moment where all of the changes are being done of what at least with my stuff, then we'll see where we can go with it. I'm so thrilled, so excited that I can kind of like relax, because I was so stressed out, and the fact that I wanted to make sure I found something that I can recommend, that I can 100% put the stamp that it's not going to go away tomorrow, that it's not iffy, that I can't get an answer on, that somebody's not going to help me out if I need to, where I'm leaving you guys hanging. I have felt so guilty because of what SNUPPS did, and because I recommended it. I was the one that shared it with you guys, and it killed me. I think that's part of my stress that I've had for the last 2 weeks, because I've just been like on edge trying to figure this out, and I'm annoyed, and I'm pissed because all my work is down the drain. So it's just not you guys, it's also me, and it's just I'm just so upset with them. I really am. When I got my new phone, it was validation that the app is no longer available, because I'll show you guys a screenshot of it, because I tried to download the app on my phone, like hit the icon, and the message came up that it was unavailable, that the app is gone, it's unavailable. I needed to delete it off my phone. That's when I realized, you know what, it's done, it's over with. They're not coming back. They're not going to answer me. They can care less. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're venturing off to do, but they're gone. And I just got to accept it. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I am beyond, like, I'm trying not to scream right now because I'm so excited. So once I play around with it, once I get a feel for the app, once all the changes are done, and I go back and forth, there may be things that maybe I'm like, oh, surely maybe we could try this or try that or whatever the case, and see if it's possible. Trial and error with using the app, that we can get to a point where I feel comfortable enough to be able to do a full dedicated video and share it with you guys. And in the meantime, you guys can download the app and play with it yourselves. See if it's okay with what the features are with it right now. If you want to add or change something, or maybe something will look better, just know that we're trying to add dollar signs to add things up. We're trying to add the subcategories right now, so then that way you guys can also use them. So you guys are going to get a feel of how I've broken down my makeup collection, because you're going to see those subcategories. And if there are categories that are missing that I may have missed, I'm sure that it's easy enough to add, because I know that she said that she's going to have a feature on there where you can actually add your own category. So if it's not in there, you can add it. So if, I don't know, I'm being silly, but if sponges, if that's a category you want to put on there to see how many sponges you have in your collection because you want to keep track of them, or your makeup brushes. And if it's not already in there, I believe that she said you can add it. So I am just beyond thrilled. I know one of the features that the app currently has is you can actually export the photos. Export your whole entire makeup collection with the photos on it. That is awesome. I'm a visual person, and that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to have an app, is because I would sit down while the kids are watching TV, and I'll just get on my phone and look through my makeup collection to get inspiration for videos, to get inspiration for looks, to see if I want to play with certain makeup the next day, that kind of stuff. So for me, I really, really wanted it. I truly wanted an app that could do stuff like that for me. So we're getting there, you guys. We're getting there. I am excited. I can finally say something. I feel like a relief. I really, really do, because I felt so bad. I still feel bad, because it's just, now you guys gotta, I don't know how big your collections are, but at least for me, it's gonna take me a while. And I gotta do it when I have the time, because with the uncertainty of classes in school, I may have a kid home where I have to sit there and do homeschooling with them, virtual learning, because they're home. So I'm just gonna work with what I can, but it's awesome. I definitely feel comfortable and confident enough to say that this is gonna work. We're gonna have this app for years to come. I'm excited. So, and she doesn't want to just have it for a specific person. This app is for anyone. The minimalist, all the way down to the makeup collector, to the person who project pans, to the person who wants to use the app for like shopping purposes, shopping your stash, that kind of stuff. There's so many features that this app will have that SNUPPS didn't have, which is awesome. You guys. So just bear with us while we try to do all these changes. And I'm actually shocked that I'm the first person that has ever reached out to them and asked them. And honestly, I didn't hear back from them. Their email got lost, like it didn't send for whatever reason, and I never heard from them for a few days. And a few guys had messaged me, "Did you find something, Alex?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, they didn't email me back." And I emailed back Shirley, and I'm like, "Hi, I'm sorry. I wasn't sure if you got my email, blah, blah, blah." And she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize it never sent." And then I emailed her back saying, "I thought that it wasn't able to happen. So you probably were like, screw this girl. I don't want to talk to her." But it just so happened that the email had never been sent back to me. And that's when she had asked if we could do a Zoom meeting to get more details of exactly what it is that I was looking for and be able to do those changes. So I have so much confidence in them, you guys. And they are the nicest people ever. Let me do my mascara and then I'll come back. All right, you guys, I'm done. I really don't feel like doing my hair. It's raining outside, so I'm not going anywhere. As you guys can see, I'm just wearing my t-shirt. But I wanted to do Get Ready With Me to talk to you guys about it. I promise you guys, any other get ready with me's that I'll do, I'll kind of look more put together, where I'll actually do my hair. It's just, I didn't really feel like doing my hair. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I will have all the stuff that I use on my face down in the description box. You guys, if you did get this palette, I'm so excited for you guys because I really, really like it. I am obsessed with this color story. As you guys can see, you can even do something very light with a bold lip. I love this color combo. It's really fall-esque. I will have everything you need to know about the app, the email to email Shirley if you ever need her, the name of the app. They have an Instagram account. You can follow them there as well. I do follow them on Instagram as well. So I will have that down in the description box as well. You guys can go check them out. Introduce yourselves if you want. They're super, super down to earth, you guys. I promise you. Stay tuned in the next week or so. I'll announce it on my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll announce it on my community tab on YouTube to let you guys know to prep yourselves, because I will be doing an in-depth screen recording, all sorts of stuff, so you guys can get every detail you possibly can on this app. You guys will see my collection firsthand, because obviously I'll be using my account to share with you guys how I use it, how I've been using it, going so on and so forth. Once I get everything set in, just give us a little bit of time, because 80 some pages worth of Excel is a lot, you guys. It's a lot. So they're working as best as they can to get everything in, implement all the changes, do trial and error, test it out, so then that way when we use it, there is no issues. There are no issues. There are no issues. So just bear with us. I'll keep you guys posted as much as I possibly can without being a pain in their butts. But she said about 2 weeks, so I'm so excited, so excited. All right, you guys, that's it. That's all I gotta say. Thank you guys so much for watching and bearing with me while I try to get this up. And it's been a week. So enjoy the rest of your week, you guys. You'll see more videos coming up. This is like my fun week where I could just throw in whatever I want. So we'll see what I upload the rest of the week. All right, guys. And see you guys later. Adios.